Aaron, I know in the game you're kind of probably focused on just what's going on, but when you see a box score after and it's 36 assists and 9 different guys in double figures, how does that make you guys feel as a team?
I mean, it makes you feel good. You know, you understand that the whole team is kind of bought into, playing together and playing the right way. And, I mean, it just speaks volumes to the individual players that we have on the team and, how selfless of a team we are. So it just speaks volumes.
And then defensively, what did you like best, particularly kind of starting the second half and putting the clamps on the game?
I mean, I think from the jump, just our defensive energy and our awareness as a team was really good. And to come out in the second half and kind of, carry that over, and then towards the end of that third quarter also have a little push. I mean, that was big for us just to kind of put that game away. So just did a good job kind of paying attention to the details and being focused and locked in on that end.
Aaron, I can't help but notice the shirt in your back pocket. I imagine that's for the division title. I know you guys have your sights set on bigger things, but, what does that mean to this team? Yeah,
I mean, it's, something that you don't take for granted, to be in the position to, clinch the division title. It's not something that, you're thinking about throughout the season, but you just kind of, work day in and day out and you get better, and, you take each game with the same approach and the same level of seriousness, and, we were able to get to this point. So good accomplishment, but obviously not the end of the journey. Have more to play for. So,
and obviously, I know you're close with Jay Will, but it feels like he's a guy that the whole team has been celebrating a lot this past month. Just what is it about him that makes you guys want to celebrate him the way you have, and I guess what about him makes it so that you guys kind of gravitate toward him, if that makes sense?
I mean, he's just a character, both on and off the court. His personality is kind of contagious, and he always just kind of has a certain energy about himself that just kind of, pours into the team and just causes for, just kind of good feelings, day in and day out. So, to see his success kind of continue and, at the level that it is, guys are excited for him. So,
you guys, this team jumped out on Houston by 25. Was that on you guys' mind? Because you guys got to 17-2 start. You jumped on them really fast tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we saw, obviously parts of that game. I think a lot of guys watch a lot of basketball, so they saw that. And, I mean, that was definitely on our minds, not to go into the game with any thought of, taking them lightly or, any different approach from any other game. So, we tried to go out there and just from the jump make sure that we were kind of on it and set the tone for the game.
After your big February, were teams guarding you different after your big February, all the points and everything else?
I don't know. I didn't notice. I didn't really take notice. I just kind of go out there and play however the game kind of comes to me. So I wasn't looking to see if teams were playing me any different.
You won 26 tonight, and you hadn't really had that kind of explosion. You had 30 against Portland, I guess, for the road trip or whatever, but it seems like people I didn't know if you were showing up more on the scouting report because of that or not.
I mean, I hope so. Just a sign of respect, but I don't know, just trying to make plays in every way of the game. So,
Wiggins, not like tonight, whenever you do clinch your second straight divisional title and you've been here every step of the way, does it give you a chance to reflect as an individual and kind of team-wide of being here every step of the way?
For sure. I mean, you think about the growth and, kind of where we were a couple years ago. It's something that you don't take for granted and you're, happy to be a part of. So our whole team is, continuing to just kind of understand that it's a long journey and there's steps in it, and this is a milestone, that's a part of the journey. So
yeah, and they shot 57 threes, you shot 52, 109 total, especially on defense. Do you ever, in the middle of the game, do you ever stop and think, man, they're shooting a lot of threes?
Yeah, I mean, all the time. I think even on offense, you're thinking sometimes we're shooting a lot of threes, but if it's efficient looks and good looks on the offensive end, then you take them. And as a defense, you want to force teams to shoot tough threes. So, I mean, the game kind of is at the rim and beyond the line. So a lot of teams are shooting a lot of threes and trying to get layups. So I don't know. It's just a pattern of the game sometimes.
Do guys that are guarding you seem baffled that you're able to keep your pivot foot in some of these situations?
I think sometimes, like I've heard some reactions sometimes to different pivots when I get in the paint, or maybe even get stuck. But I don't know about baffled, but I've definitely heard some different reactions here and there.
How about when you go back down court and the whole bench is trying to reenact some slide step or Euro step or whatever you're doing?
They do that with every move. Just I don't know, just a funny group. So I don't know. Pivot work, footwork is part of the game, and something that I like, watching and putting into the game. So.